Last week, City Council passed a motion in support of the Punjabi Market. Their intent is to help revitalize the market, to direct resources within the city towards improvement of the public domain, to plan for the future. And I think we're going to do two things side by side. On one side, we're going to plan quick wins short term, and then the city is going to place the Punjabi Market within the citywide process, which is more of a long-term planning initiative. And then together, those two in conjunction will help sort of bring our vision to life for what the next 50 years of the Punjabi Market is. So some of the quick wins include creating a public plaza here on the corner of 50th and Main with Viva Vancouver program. I'm not sure if you've seen some plazas like that. They're in Mount Pleasant. They're all over the city, really. And naming it maybe, Apna Plaza, which means us. Right? Us Together Plaza. Another quick win would be to improve the flower beds and to increase the amount of brushery and trees we have in the neighborhood. Perhaps even adding new lampposts that really reflect the Indian community and the Indian aesthetic. One of the things that we're really excited about is including plugs in the lampposts, which some parts of the city have, and that will allow us to really celebrate Diwali by putting up lights to increase the visibility of the space. Those are some of the quick wins I think that we've identified. So my dad started High Class Jewelers in the early to mid 80s. Since I was a kid, I've been coming to the Punjabi Market. First, my mom brought me when I was like a year old. I was actually here like a week later after I was born, and as an elementary school student, I went to school really close by here, so I'd come here for lunch. I knew all the uncles and aunts here. I learned my language here. My dad passed away a couple years ago, and during my grieving process, I really reflected on what this market meant to me and what the potential was and what it meant to people in our community. And then from that, I was lucky to meet Ajay Puri from People, and he really helped steward this process, and we built a small community that really wants to keep the Indian and South Asian identity in the Punjabi Market. So that's what we're working towards, and I'm really happy that we're working on it also.
Today, I'm presenting to you as one of the stewards looking to nurture and regenerate our city's cultural economic asset, the Punjabi Market. Over the last 15 years, it has been changing. Businesses have left or simply closed their doors, leaving the area feeling run down. Why is this change happening? Well, some claim it's because people are going to Surrey, where there might be a larger market. But for those that have lived and worked in the area for over the last 50 years, believe the city overlooked the area and made it less attractive to stay in. If this displacement and gentrification continues, we felt like we will lose such an important landmark part of our city. Can we think about what the future could look like? We really asked the city council and the mayors to help us do that. With their help now, and this cross-partisan relationship with all the members that have come from different parties and different organizations on the city council, we feel like this council really committed to actually helping us save the Punjabi Market and look at its future.
I think I can speak for all of us when we were so inspired by the kind of support and the cross-generational love for the neighborhood and desire to see this move forward. And it was really quite inspiring. And I think by the end of hearing the speakers and the letters, we realized that we were actually doing something quite significant. And this is a long overdue gesture from the City of Vancouver to recognize the significance of the Punjabi Market, and especially on the anniversary coming up of 50 years of the Punjabi Market, one of the first of its kind in the world, and really an opportunity to celebrate South Asian culture and what it means here in our city, and our increasingly diverse city, and a city where we have new generations of folks who are looking to find those connections to their past.